Hey guys, so Tom Cruise and his daughter Suri, sorry, I think that's how you pronounce it, who is now 18. She, a bit like with the Brad Pitt situation, just dropped her surname as well, but he hasn't been in her life for years and years and years. So what is the energy around this now? I mean, does Tom have any regrets? I will say I've also read a ton of books on Scientology is in people that actually got out of Scientology. And someone else said it is actually really ironic that if your family members leave, you can't speak to them again. You need to just completely cut them out. But you can still speak to normal people on the street. You know, it just, it doesn't make sense. It's just the whole thing. It's just, so let's just have a look into Tom right now. How does he feel? How does he feel? And the sad thing is, I mean, I actually really love Tom as an actor. He's very charismatic. He's very funny. You just can't believe that you could just completely deny your own child like that. You know, it's just such a cult-like thing that he's in, and it is like a cult. If you read books on it, it is like a cult. So Tom, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you know what? It's really funny. I'm actually hearing, it sounds ruthless, but he's so deeply in it. He's like one of the highest up in Scientology, by the way, Thomas. I'm hearing draw a line on the sand. So he knew to begin with. He knew to begin with. Now, I don't think he wanted the divorce because he knew what would happen. Because he knew what happened. I hear draw a line in the sand. So he knew Suri would be on one side and he would be on the other. And there's no other definition. And that's the way it's going to be. Draw a line in the sand, done. I'm here, you're there, that's the way it is. He knew this going into even the marriage. And if there could be a divorce, he knew it. He knew it. He's adamant, he just knew. But I mean, I do hear touch his heartstrings though. I mean, he's not completely ruthless. It touches his heartstrings. There's certain moments he will see that he does feel sadness. But I'm hearing he's on a bigger mission, which is really weird. It's like he really does feel he's on a bigger mission with Scientology. And isn't it they feel they return to the alien race or something? God knows, like that. He just feel there's a bigger mission, and the bigger mission will help her in the lot. Yeah, he's telling her, right. I haven't even pulled the cards yet. It's almost like he's telling himself by doing this, by doing things his way, in the long term, she will be saved, so to speak. He will be helping her in the long term. He is sticking to his guns now. Now, there's stuff going on in Scientology that he's been told where I'm hearing the neck god, guys. It just gets weird. This sounds insane. That he will be the next leader. The next leader. Now, if anyone wants to know, by the way, about aliens and things, yes, I do believe there's other life forms. Yes, I do believe in aliens. It would be like saying, I mean, if you think of all the solar systems and the millions, billions of planets we've been to the moon. The moon. People argue for and against that, whatever. We've been to the moon. That's literally like if we were on a beach, that one grain of sand on a mile-long sandy beach we've seen. And we haven't visited any other of the others. All these grains of sand, we haven't got a clue. So what makes us think there's nothing there? For me, it's madness. So yes, I do definitely believe in other life forms. Now, Scientology is based around that, okay? And I feel he will be the leader that if they do feel that aliens are going to... Oh God, this is so nuts. If they feel aliens are going to visit... He will be one of the leaders. He will be the spokesperson. It's there's other things about it, about galactic federations and things along those lines, which I'm in on as well, guys. I believe in that too. But the point is, Tom feels he will be the spokesperson. It's like the president of the people. I'm actually hearing the words president of the people to connect these alien life forms to work with humanity. And for him, that is way too big. It's like, okay, do I see my daughter again? Or do I save humanity? Do I reconnect us all to make the world a better place for my daughter? I'm not even joking. That's the energy coming through. And it's not even actually that weird because Scientology is based around that. That's what it's all based around. It's about a book from Hubbard, a guy called Hubbard, that wrote about we're all aliens and we're all connected. Something along those lines, guys. It was years ago when I read all these books. So that's the information coming through before I even pull any cards. That he's the spokesperson for the human race. It's what he feels. And he can help us. He genuinely feels he can help us, honestly. Let's see Tom's and looking out. Looking to other planets. Sorry, I'm joking. But looking outwards. He's not focusing on her. He's got a bigger picture in his mind. He's on a mission. I keep hearing the word mission. He believes he's on a mission. Now we have the Lovers there. The Star. Oh, wow, wow, wow. I'll tell you what's coming through now as well. Wow, 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 wow. He really wanted a child. He did really want a child. The Lovers is the energy of Katie coming through. The Star means a wish come true, being blessed, literally being blessed by a child, okay? I'm hearing international family. Again, this is to do with being part of the Federation, you know, and the Galactic Federation, everything along those lines, okay? The Chariot being torn about what to do. This was not easy for him. This was not easy for him, but he knew what he was going to do before she even had the child, or before they even got married, what would happen in the situation, a way out. I'm already hearing he had a way out. He knew what he was going to do even before that. And again, he doesn't see himself as like neglecting her like that. It's more he sees her as saving her in the long term, really. So he was completely torn over the divorce and what to do. He did question what he should do, okay? If he should stay in the religion or go with the moon. The Chariot's being torn about whether to stay in this connection or not, because he knew what would happen if he did stay. I'm hearing his arm being twisted. I actually wonder if someone has something deeper on him. Now, I know he's invested millions and millions in the church, Scientology. I think there could be something on him that also, it's almost like a bit like blackmail. He was scared to leave completely. It's almost like they've got too much on him. They've got too much on him, of course, because they do these third person coming in here to this connection, an enforcer. Now, if you read the books, you know they have to do these constant interviews and checkups. If they're ever done anything bad, they wire you up to all these to check your pulses and lie detector test, okay? And they will hammer you, they will annihilate you with questions, and they will get to the bottom of it. And some people that have escaped have even said, look, we even made stuff up just to please them. They have everything on him, absolutely every thought you could ever think of on him, everything. And I feel in a way he's also trapped. And there's this kind of, I'm hearing call my bluff. So he's trying to go along with it and be gung-ho with it and be like, okay, I'm part of Scientology. This is what I choose, because he hasn't really got a lot of choice. It's like he's choosing it because he doesn't have a lot of choice. There's too much on him. Now, I will say there is a bit of a narcissist streak with him because, you know, all the films and wanting to be in the spotlight. Hey, I'm Tom Cruise, woo! Because if he didn't have that, I feel he may think differently, but he still wants to be in the limelight in some way. He does. He's that kind of person. He does. But there's definitely someone coming in on this relationship, this situation with the child, the divorce, everything that broke them up. And I'm hearing an enforcer. Now, this is more to do with, rather than another woman, somebody saying she's not towing the line, she's not doing what she's meant to be doing, Katie, and it's not going to work. There's someone that really came in strong, and he was forced to make a choice of the relationship with the Ace of Cups. I even feel they may have promised him to arrange a new love for him in Scientology. They arranged someone new. I honestly feel they came in and offered a new relationship for him. It's just somebody better suited with this here. You'll be better suited with this person, Tom. Honestly, I really feel they've done that here. I really feel that's coming in. Enforcing. Happy families card. Relationship card. And it's sad. It's sad because when you look at the cards, they were a happy family. At one point, they were a happy family. They had stability. They were happy. They were really in on it. There was a lot of love there. You can see all this love and affection. But then this enforcer kind of person has come in, and with this Seven of Cups energy, it means look at the other options. This is not working. Look at the other options. And then it's literally him completely retreating with a Hermit card, going into the man cave, as we say, and backing off. I genuinely really feel he believes he will be like the spokesperson of the human race. If this alien meetings happen, he will be the one to unite us all. Now it's like, okay, you can unite the human race and we can have peace, or you can see a kid. Now, I know for us that sounds mad, but before you judge him, you need to look into some of these books of people that escape. He's in a cult. It's like a cult, okay? Absolutely mental. I even feel to a certain extent Suri now has accepted it for what he is, because even she feels it's a cult. I'm hearing Dad needs help. Dad needs help. Dad needs help. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. We have the Hermit, we have the Justice, which would be probably the divorce, the legal matters coming through. The Seven of Swords is lies and deceits over this, not being open about everything, covering up, protecting Scientology, if anything, rather than protecting his marriage. The Ten of Swords is a complete severance from these connections. Complete ending. Over. Over. This is all over. Lies, deceit, over. Glossing over the truth, I hear, with Tom as well. Now let's see how Suri feels, because she's 18. Let's just see how she feels about the situation now. I'm hearing she came to terms with this ages ago, by the way. She's come to terms with this ages ago. She's definitely had some kind of counselling. I even feel, I've got goosebumps, okay? I even feel she has been put in touch with other people over the years that have escaped as well. Because she's an adult now. She's an adult. She has spoken to other people or other families that have been cut off from loved ones in there. Because it's like a cult. She understands it now, how it works. You know, she has some understanding. But I do feel, obviously, there would be a stage where you would feel that abandonment. But now it's gone to the stage more of where she's starting to realise it. She knew ages ago, years ago, guys. I'd say even in her early teens that it's a cult. My dad is in a cult. They've got my dad. He can't leave, you know. So it's definitely changed. It's definitely changed. It's more... She's not viewing it from... passion or hate or real deep anger anymore. I'm hearing resolve. It's almost your resolve to, this is the situation. That's the energy that's coming through. I'm hearing, I'm resolved to, this is how it is. This is how it's going to be. I know that now. I'm moving on with my life. That's the energy coming through. Now let's see. How do you feel? It's so sad. It's so sad. How do you feel? She does feel, in a way though, I mean, when she looks at her dad, she does see him as the Knight of Wands type of personality, which again, they're very creative, they can be actors. They're kind of playboy energy, like very charming, can schmooze anybody. Very outgoing, very fun, pretty much Tom Cruise here, this personality, okay? Nine of Cups is somebody that feels very proud of themselves, the cat that's got the cream, working for money. King of Pentacles, trying to get all this money behind him for success. The Magician literally means she feels like Tom. Success is what makes him happy. This is what brings him his happiness. And then the Tower is everything falling apart. It's like this is crazy. I suppose Scientology isn't a job in a way, the way you work, the roles you have. It's like the energy coming through is she chose his job over her. Do you know what I mean? Everything here is the way she sees it, is like he needs the success, he needs the money, he wants the money, he wants the financial stability, you know? He just wants to be seen, have the sun on my face, have success. And then it all came crashing down. And it's all to do with money, walking away. All the cards around this are to do with finances and money. I'd be interested because I know he gives a lot to Scientology, so I do wonder, is he getting anything back from them? He's just working hard towards a bigger goal. She did struggle with being two personalities. One personality was being very cold, cutting, cruel towards her dad, like, God, she's been abandoned. She's going to feel like that. And the other side is seeing it differently, like seeing it from her dad's point of view. There's two different personalities of her coming through as she's gone through this. But ultimately, she just sees him as completely taken. He's being completely taken by this. He won't leave. He won't leave. She is seeing it more from the point of him being more in the fame type of thing, with the money, the success. I'm in the spotlight. Scientology can make things happen for me. She still sees it as that point of view as well. Does she realise it's a cult, which was what I was saying in my head? And again, this Knight of Cups energy does mean somebody coming towards Tom. Hey, we will give you this if you join. It's an invitation to join them. This is the invitation card. So she does realise it, but there's still aspects like, he doesn't need all this. He doesn't need all this, you know? He could have been happy just with us. So yeah, she's still going through it. Complete endings. Again, the severance card. She knows it's over. She knows it's not going to happen. Again, it's still that word I keep hearing, resolved. Resolved. This is how it's going to be. It might be similar to, this sounds weird, guys, but it's the only way I can think of putting it. If you ever have an ex-boyfriend and you break up, you don't think about them for a year. And then you see something about them and it brings up all these feelings. You might have anger for a day or a couple of hours and feel like, oh, I can't believe they did this to me. But then that goes again and they get on with their life and they're resolved to, this is a situation, we're not together, this is how it is. It's the kind of energy coming through. But ultimately, it's just so sad. It's just so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. But definitely, I mean, if anyone is interested in it, look into books on Scientology. There was Leah Ream. You know I'm really terrible with my names. Something Leah. She's an actress that escaped it and wrote an amazing book about Tom and Katie, by the way. They're in the book. So, Leah. An actress called Leah. Leah Remini? I think that's how you say it. Right, I am off, but ultimately, I do feel Scientology feeds his narcissism because he's at the top. He's at the top. Now, if he was at the bottom, one of the lower levels where you're monitored constantly and it's really hard, and it would be a different kettle of fish. Help me, I've got brain fog today. It would be a completely different scenario. He's not at the bottom, he's at the top. He's like a military leader. He has immense power over thousands and hundreds of thousands of Scientologists across the world. He is a hero. He is the hero. That's what I meant. It also feeds the narcissism in him. Do you see what I mean? And at the same time, he really believes he's a spokesperson for us as humans and he's going to save us. So again, narcissism mixed in with a cult. What could be worse? I'm off. Oh, Tom. God.